The National Democratic Congress is committing to institute regulations that will enable chiefs participate in the protection of forests in the country. Flag bearer John Dramani Mahama explains the present order, where the Forestry Commission has absolute responsibility, has proven ineffective. According to him, there's a need for stringent measures to protect the remaining 18 of the 37 forest reserves. The former president is on a tour of the Western North region. Nana Ojima has more in this report.
The Building Ghana tour by John Mahama was well received by the people of the Western region. After a meeting with party officials, the former president made a stop at the Rioso Palace to pay a courtesy call on the traditional authority. Chief of Rioso, Katechi Kwesi Bumangama II, bemoaned the fast depletion of forests.
Aneno na kwaye no ehye ahemfonsa ene di forestry yibaye ana forest no agu say ye forest agu yes ye wo forest officers a omohwe kwaye omanfo mo amam krankaye enti ende president oba unya kwaye bia mfa enka wasemo say ye wo kwaye ye ni kwaye kakra no so aka no so omugusu se no ntim de masem hia me se wo ba no sa no ma na mpese wo address maye.
The Western North region hosts some of Ghana's rich forest reserves, but illegal logging and irresponsible mining are causing a fast depletion of the forests. Mr. Mahama, who is alarmed at the devastation, is proposing legislation that will give traditional authorities some supervision over forest reserves.
Yaba, ya pese ye ne nananom etinase. Ne hwe se ne betimi aye abohoban. Minim se forest ne edwuma mo hwe so. But I was here etimi hyemre bi ebeba nananom any forest for no ene be was to be no se omo hwe kwaye no so. Em se yesa ebema yetimi abo ekwaye no ho ban chen se aban edwuma enfo kwa ene hwe. Eto de bia omo ankasa ene omo se kwaye no ene ye Canada ekotwa ndua no anase omo ko 2 gold ewo.
The traditional authority expressed worry at the waning power of traditional office. He wants the next NDC government to restore lost authority.
Politicians no maji etumi na free ensem. Maji etumi na free ensem. Sese yeti ha yeni ahodin bia. Enne yebesama obi kura wa himfie. Otimi tena manim ka je yemfa men kokot. Na kan ne no otimi nkansa. Nti se ye wura so osamba bi mo dia. Ye ko National House of Chiefs na ye ka. And on some for 2 minutes my on for 2 minutes my na so the 2 minutes my idea and they are him for ina be dinachi.
The former president responded to the request at a town hall meeting later in the day.
Say about sa constitutional review na ye sha se no ye beto aso na se ye frɛ nipa dodo na ahemfo bɛka ho na yen na be kire adwen em se ho e na asema okaye e wo se ye chim constitution no na yetimi di shem if you say di shem a obi ntimi ko Supreme Court enko ka say de bi ohene ni kwan say obefra mi ana bibi se o constitution mu dia ene e kire say oman ni nyina e na age atum.
The tour of the Western North region continues on Thursday. For JoyNews, Nana Ojima, Western North region.
Nana Ojima joins us with more from this tour. Nana Ojima, what else has the former president been telling the electorate? Hello, Nana Ojima.
Yes, Aisha, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
So the former president today enters the day 2 of his tour to the Western North region, and today he's expected to wrap up the Western North region's campaign. First of all, today he visited the Bodi Traditional Authority, where he went there to pay a courtesy call on the traditional authority. At the palace, the traditional authority, pleaded with him to ensure that when he is voted to power, he consider some of the roads that are being done here, these are stored roads within the body and its environs, so that it will help facilitate movement within body. And former President John Mahama assured that he is willing to completing all stored projects of the present government across the country. He believes that when he comes to power, when he is voted in power, he's not in a hurry to start new projects, but rather he's looking at completing the projects that were started by government before the present government, those that the present governments have also started, and he will ensure that these projects are completed before he looks at initiating new projects by the new NDC government when voted into power. And also, he's also been assuring cocoa farmers within the enclave that when he is voted into power, he will ensure that he helps revive the cocoa economy. According to him, cocoa farming has become very, very difficult under the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. Government is not ensuring that the cocoa farmers get the needed input in cultivating their farms. So he is ensuring that he will make policies that will help these cocoa farmers. Finally, he's also been talking about housing schemes for teachers and other government workers. He is saying that already there are some housing schemes that have been put in place by teacher associations and other public workers associations, and he will ensure that he invests in these schemes, that's the housing schemes, to ensure that teachers are able to get very good accommodation, especially after their service to the government. So he's been making a number of policy suggestions that he believes that when these are implemented will help save the Ghanaian economy. On the 24-hour economy that he has already proposed, he continued to take it along. He continued to give further explanation on the 24-hour economy and how it's going to improve the economic fortunes of the country. He is saying that the 24-hour economy is just a tip of the iceberg. There are other policies that will be put in place to ensure that the ailing Ghanaian economy is saved. And also, he's willing that he's also emphasizing that by February next year, he will bring out some of these policies that will ensure that the NDC government is able to turn around the Ghanaian economy. He's calling for votes from the general public so that if he is able to get the mandate, all these policies will be brought into fruition to ensure that the country gets on the right path for development.
Nana Ojima is our man following the Western North tour of the former President John Dramani Mahama, who is also the flag bearer of the NDC for the 2024 elections. We'll bring you more in our subsequent bulletins.